G'day and welcome to Wine Week. I'm Danny.
And I'm Brad.
And Brad, you're kicking us off this week.
I'm going to kick off with our little bargain of the week. This is the Penfolds Coonawarra Hill, and this one's the Shiraz Cabernet. They do a number of wines in the Coonawarra Hill range. And look, we've had quite a look at a number of wines at the really competitive sort of $10, $12, $14 a bottle mark. It's where a lot of the wine purchases are made, so they really want to get it right. And we haven't looked at a lot of Penfolds stuff down that end. We've had a look at some of their premium stuff, which we all know is great. But every now and then it's worth coming back and saying, well, for the quaffers, this one's pretty good value. It's a Shiraz Cabernet, this blend, so they really complement each other. We've had a look at a number of them before, and at the cheaper end, they match up really well. Now, the recommended retail on this is around $15, but look, we actually managed to pick up this bottle for less than $10. And look, at that price, it really is one of those ones that you should be adding to your quaffing stable. So it's the Penfolds Coonawarra Hill, really worth a look.
Yeah, look, the previous Penfolds we looked at, the St Henri, pushes up to kind of $90. This we picked up for $9. A tenth of the price. Wow. And it's definitely not a tenth of the wine. Yeah. Anyhow, next one we're going to have a look at. This is the Taylor's Jarraman Chardonnay. Now, the Jarraman range, part of a huge stable from Taylor's. The Jarramans basically are two region wines. They basically know that their home in the Clare Valley doesn't always produce the best grapes of every variety. So what they do is they go and find another area to kind of blend the two areas together and produce a really good wine. As far as Chardonnay goes, there's not a lot of producers that are pumping out absolutely brilliant Chardonnays from the region. Grosset with the Piccadilly might be one of those that goes against the grain. But look, what Taylors have done is they know that it's not the strongest card in the hand, the Chardonnay from Clare Valley. So they've gone and looked at a region that is really hitting its straps at the moment, and that's the Adelaide Hills. Together, they bring kind of that, the delicacy of the Adelaide Hills, the weight of the Clare Valley, the kind of the fruit, kind of tropical component from the Clare Valley, and that kind of finesse that the Adelaide Hills bring. Put the two together, it's actually a really good job. This is a very, very drinkable wine, and at kind of $25, you're not paying as much as you would for kind of those top-level Adelaide Hill Chardonnays like the M3, but you're still getting something that kind of resembles that sort of quality. So, at $25 and under, this is actually a very good drop. So look out for the Taylor's Jarraman Chardonnay 07.
Yeah, and it's a clever idea, picking the best regions based on the grape varieties, so worth a look. Now I'm going to look at something different to these two. We've looked at, this one's a multi-regional blend, this one's a multi-regional blend. This one is actually a single vineyard, and this is the Yalumba, the Menzies. Coonawarra Cabernet, straight Cabernet from a particular vineyard there in Coonawarra that Yalumba own, and it produces really intense quality flavoured Cabernet grapes, and so they bottle it up into this every year, and it comes out a treat. Now, this particular one is the 2004 that we've got in our hands, drinking superbly right now, but will also age really well. I urge you to go out and put a couple of these in the cellar. Now, having said that, the 2005 has just recently been released, but a lot of bottle shops will still have some stocks of the 04. And look, if you do see it out there, grab a bottle. The 05 is shaping up quite well too, but at the moment, the 2004 is starting to develop. It's now got about 4 years bottle age and really drinking superbly. And we raved about how good the 04 vintage was when we were back reviewing a lot of them. So this is one of the last sort of ones you might see on the shelves to go and grab a bottle. So not cheap, comes in around the sort of mid-30s, but it really is one of the premium Coonawarra Cabernets, and at that price it is still really good buying. So I urge you, get out and check out the Menzies from Yalumba.
Yeah, it's a very, very fine wine. You get lots of fun trying to work out which is your favourite 04 Coonawarra Cab Sav. Geez, I still do it now. Anyhow, that's it for this week on Wine Week. We'll see you all again next week.
See you next week.